In the early 17th century, a group of brave souls embarked on a perilous journey across the vast Atlantic Ocean. These were the Pilgrims, seeking religious freedom and a new life in a land unknown. They landed on the shores of what is now Massachusetts, establishing Plymouth Colony in 1620. This marked the beginning of a new era, the birth of a nation founded on the principles of liberty and self-governance. The Pilgrims faced hardship and uncertainty, yet they persevered, their courage and determination laying the foundation for a nation that would become a beacon of hope for millions around the world. The colonists established settlements along the eastern seaboard, each colony with its own unique character and aspirations. They carved out lives from the wilderness, battling harsh conditions and forging a new society based on individual initiative and community spirit. As the colonies grew, so too did their desire for greater autonomy and self-determination. The seeds of independence were sown, nurtured by a growing sense of identity and a belief in the inherent rights of man. The colonists faced numerous challenges, including conflicts with Native American tribes and restrictive policies imposed by the British Crown. Despite these obstacles, the colonies flourished, driven by the spirit of enterprise and the pursuit of a better life. Education and commerce thrived, and a distinct American culture began to emerge, blending the traditions of the Old World with the opportunities of the New. The stage was set for a momentous clash of ideologies, a revolution that would reshape the course of history. The newly formed United States faced the daunting task of forging a nation from a collection of diverse and sometimes competing interests. The Founding Fathers, guided by the principles of the Enlightenment, crafted a constitution that established a balance of power between the federal government and the states. This delicate balance, however, would be tested time and again throughout the nation's history. The 19th century was a period of westward expansion as pioneers pushed westward seeking land and opportunity. This expansion, however, came at a cost, as Native American tribes were displaced and their way of life threatened. The issue of slavery also cast a long shadow over the nation, dividing North and South and ultimately leading to the cataclysmic Civil War. In 1861, the Southern states, seeking to preserve their way of life and the institution of slavery, seceded from the Union, sparking the bloodiest conflict in American history. President Abraham Lincoln, guided by the principle that a house divided against itself cannot stand, vowed to preserve the Union. The Civil War was a brutal and costly conflict, testing the nation's resolve and its commitment to the ideals of liberty and equality. After 4 long years of war, the Union prevailed, slavery was abolished, and the nation was reunited. The Civil War marked a turning point in American history, reaffirming the principles of freedom and equality for all. The process of healing and reconciliation would be long and arduous, but the nation emerged stronger, its commitment to its founding ideals renewed. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed an unprecedented period of industrial growth and technological innovation in the United States. The Industrial Revolution, which had begun in Europe, took root in America with remarkable speed and intensity. Factories sprang up in cities across the nation, producing a vast array of goods and transforming the American economy. The rise of industry brought about profound changes to American society. Millions of people flocked to cities in search of work, creating a new urban working class. The growth of railroads and other transportation networks connected the nation like never before, facilitating the movement of goods and people. America was becoming an industrial powerhouse, its economy booming and its influence on the world stage growing. However, the rapid pace of industrialization also brought about new challenges. Working conditions in factories were often harsh and dangerous, and labor unrest grew as workers demanded better pay and working conditions. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, leading to social tensions and calls for reform. The Progressive Era emerged as a response to these challenges, as reformers sought to address issues such as child labor, unsafe working conditions, and political corruption. Despite these challenges, the United States continued its upward trajectory, its economy growing and its people striving for a better future. The nation's spirit of innovation and its entrepreneurial spirit were on full display as inventors and entrepreneurs introduced new technologies and products that transformed the way people lived and worked. The automobile, the airplane, the telephone, and countless other inventions emerged during this era, ushering in an age of unprecedented technological advancement.